Awesome. So the next question is for Blake. Um, you were born and raised in Seattle, Washington, home of Nirvana. I just have to.
Yeah, there you go. You like rock?
Yeah.
Grunge.
And you spent 7 years in East Africa. I'm assuming that's Kenya, or is it?
Yeah, mainly Kenya, Zanzibar for like a year or two.
Yeah. And you are currently in Switzerland. So what similarities in filmmaking or storytelling do you see in these three very diverse regions?
Yeah, I mean, to start with storytelling, I would say I think the biggest similarity between them all is that the story is always king. It doesn't matter where you are, which language you're speaking. Anyone who can tell the best story is going to be the life of the party or the event. And that's what I've always picked up on. And like Kirimi, he could tell stories for hours and hours. And that's where I got most of my influence of storytelling. I don't consider myself a very good storyteller. I think I have good stories, but I don't know how to articulate them so well in conversation. I mean, that's writing it down, you can shape it and go back, add, edit, delete. But like to really be in a conversation and tell a great story, I mean, it's the oldest trick in the book. It's like the most important thing to any social community. So I think, growing up in Seattle, anyone who could tell stories and the stories that were there. But yeah, I think it's hard to say the similarities in Seattle because I only now have really focused so much on storytelling. Now being in Switzerland and looking back at my experience in Kenya, now I'm really starting to realize, how important stories are and how they're really everywhere around you. I mean, it's the most simple kind of conversations that you can be in and be like, oh, this is a character. Oh, I could use this. This would be a great part. Like, this is a scene right here that I'm watching at the train station or the airport. So I think the similarity is really that the story is always king, and that I'm always a sucker for a good story. And it doesn't matter where you are. Like me and Kirimi have been in the most random of villages and bushes and just had locals tell us crazy stories in their own way, like Kirimi will translate it to me in English, but it's just, you can see how someone tells a story as well. Even if you don't speak the language, like their body movement and how they accentuate you're like, okay, this is probably a good story if I could understand it.
Yeah.